MacVoices is sponsored by Smile and Text Expander, the utility that turns your keystrokes into words, sentences, paragraphs, and more. Text Expander snippets can be synced and used in any application on both Mac, iOS, and now even Windows. Find out more, including how Text Expander can work for your team, at smilesoftware.com. MacVoices is in Las Vegas for the SuperMeet at NAB. I'm Chuck Joyner. We're in the Digital Anarchy booth, or table really, at the SuperMeet, talking to Tor about what's new with Digital Anarchy. Tor, it's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Chuck.
This is becoming kind of an annual thing. Either you or Jim show us what's new, and so the question obviously is, what's new with Digital Anarchy this year?
Well, we're showing off some of our new plugins. Late last year, we came out with Samurai Sharpen, our selective sharpening tool. It gets rid of sharpening in the areas where you have the most problematic noise or highlights that get blown out. But we're also showing off beta. We're starting an open beta probably within the next 2 weeks for Transcriptive, which is our transcription plugin for Premiere. And we're really excited about it. Okay, so transcription plugin. That makes me think that it might be automated. Is that the case? Right. We're utilizing AI and machine learning through IBM's Watson and another service called Speechmatics, and we're able to punch out whatever sequence audio we have in Premiere, get it to them through the cloud. They return it back to us, and we're able to time it down to the time code all the way down to the specific word. It's fully editable text, and you can export it out to SRTs, plain text. That we have a few different other subtitle formats, including sequence markers. That's my favorite part about it, is that you can use those sequence markers to check and look for specific keywords that your talent talked about. So you can look for that specific time code for when they said it. You don't have to look through a big book for whatever that specific instance was.
Now, anyone that's tried to work with some of this software or send their audio to transcription services knows that it's not great. Have you all solved some of that problem? It sounds like you have some serious horsepower behind this.
Yeah, we're really excited because partnering with Watson and with Speechmatics, we're able to get a 96% accuracy rate with all of our transcriptions, and both are pretty good at it. Even with noisy audio, Speechmatics is really good at being able to get the accurate transcription. Yeah.
And how does it handle technical terms? Because that's always another problem. If let's say you're transcribing something medically, or even in the video realm, we all use a lot of acronyms and a lot of phrases that aren't part of normal language.
Exactly, and we're trying to talk to Speechmatics. They have a tool that enables it to look for those instances where it gets something wrong, find those instances and correct them to whatever it is. So if you have a technical term, appendectomy, and it comes up as a pen teddy bear or something like that, it's able to find all those instances of a pen teddy bear and switch it up to appendectomy. So we're trying to implement that now, trying to figure it out. We're still talking to Speechmatics about it, but we're hoping to get it implemented during the beta.
Very nice. Can you show us a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so we would start off by with our sequence down here. Now down here we just have this simple clip, but this would also easily work with anything from the Final Cut with all the butchered audio and different tracks. So what we would do is we have our sequence selected. I go into the transcriptive panel, which we open up through our extensions list. It just would show up right there. And once that is open, I'm going to encode that audio track out to one of our two speech engines. That would either be Watson or Speechmatics. We'd be able to utilize that to send it out. For this about 2-minute sequence, it'll come back in about 20 seconds. So you can usually expect about a quarter of the time that it takes for the sequence to run through in real time will be the amount of time you got to wait for your transcript to get back. And so that's at the point that we're at here. So the time code is all placed already, and on our part we're able to time it down to the specific word. So you'll see down here I'm able to skip through the timeline, and it's going to all those moments where that specific word was spoken. And if I go ahead and play it, it'll track the words being spoken. This also allows me, I have the ability to use keyboard shortcuts to capitalize, add punctuation as need be, to edit stuff. I know on the final release we're going to have an ability to merge and separate sentences if you think this blurb is too long. And then finally, when that's all done with, I can export it out as an SRT file, whether you're using like your average YouTube or Facebook upload. We have a few other STL and VTT file formats to export out as. You can export it out as a plain text if you want to print it out. It takes annotation by hand. But my favorite portion is being able to upload it or export it, as sequence markers. So I would just export that. You'll see all those markers show up on the timeline. And so now I know if my talent mentions something about trees, I can then type in trees, and it'll show the specific time code in the timeline for all those instances. And yeah, we're really excited about it. And we're excited about the beta coming up.
Okay, so that's really very impressive. Especially, I can only imagine how this is going to assist people in making video more accessible for people that have vision problems or hearing problems or whatever. I know it's in open beta. I know we're really early talking about it. Do you have any idea of pricing at this point, or is it kind of a wide open?
Pricing at this point for the NAB, the show, we're going to be selling it for $199, and the eventual release will be $249. And it's not subscription or anything; it's just a one-time for the license. Yeah.
Wow! So I can get this for $299 regularly, and have it.
$249 regularly.
$249. Pardon me.
Yep.
$249 regularly, and just have it, and that's it. I'm done.
Right. It's a matter of the way that the fee works with the transcription is you log it through either Watson or Speechmatics. And so you just log a certain amount of minutes, and you're able to use that as your cache. So I know that Watson, the first 16 hours are free, and then it's 2 cents after that. And for Speechmatics, it is 7 cents per minute. Right.
Very nice. Now, is that flat? In other words, that's not 16 hours per month or anything. That's just the first 16 hours.
16 hours per month.
16 hours per month.
Yes, that's true. Yep.
Oh wow, that makes it like really affordable.
Yep, that's right. Of course, it is a bit finicky about noisy audio, but it's kind of a steal when you think about what the competitor, what's out there.
Yeah, no, it's not kind of a steal. It's a steal. So where do we send folks to learn more about it? And because this has got to be something a lot of folks are going to be really excited about.
Yeah, we're going to be starting our open beta very soon, within the next 2 weeks. So you can go to digitalanarchy.com, subscribe to our newsletter. We'll be putting out more news about it soon, and we're hoping for a release sometime around the summer. So, yeah, expect it.
Tor, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it. Amazingly cool product, but I'm not really surprised from Digital Anarchy.
Oh, thank you. You're making me blush.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB and the SuperMeet in Las Vegas. We'll be back with more. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes, links to subscribe, and to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, SoundCloud, the MacVoices blog, the MacVoices Dispatch, our weekly newsletter, and on MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard that helps you do more with your Apple tech. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.